Hi, I'm Harrison Wyatt, and in this video I'm going to be explaining the sustainability of our local woodland for our school in comparison to some other local woodlands and parks. But I'm also going to be thinking about the current and historic management techniques that have been used in these spaces. For a start, when we think about our own current space, we have to think about how many times a year we visit or utilize this space. For myself, I use it almost at least 3 times a week, and that's across the board, going from preschool all the way up through senior school, with different age groups doing different activities and styles of sessions and outdoor learning as well. So we have to take that into account. We have to look after the space that we've got here. And we are doing that, especially with some of our older pupils that can have a real conscious effort in protecting and building and working in that space. But that's not to say that the preschoolers don't do their part. Historically, the grassland around our sort of little woodland valley was all farmland. So it was rich in nutrients, but it was also very absorbing of the rain. When we came and built our school site onto this area, it basically became a funnel, and that meant that the river had a great impact on the nearby village that's just down the valley. So what we've tried to actually do to sort of counteract our impact on that is we very recently built some leaky dams that you can just see here, and these are dotted all the way up the stream, and we built those with our year 7s, effectively giving them an insight into how beavers create their leaky dams and how that can affect the shape and strength and power of a river, especially when there's heavy rain. A few other things that we've done in the past, as I've mentioned in other videos, are things like balsam bashing, getting rid of invasive species to the UK and making sure that we're looking after the space we're using. We've also built into our woodlands some walkways, and we've replenished those every couple of years with natural and local wood chip from farms and other close by woodlands as well. We've also created a few permanent fire sites so that we're in control of where we're lighting and extinguishing fires and maintaining a safe space. Thinking about the historical management of our woodland in this space where our school is built, I've also come up onto this field here where we've got this magnificent oak tree, and this is one of many. Historically, this was used as farmland, so we actually have, sort of going along behind me here, a long line of roughly about 30 to 40 yards apart, various different trees, mostly oak, that stretch out in a long sort of what would have been a boundary a long time ago, which is still a fascinating feature to come and see. Here in this patch of conifer woodland in Mac Forest, it's really fascinating thinking about the management of their woodland and how conifer trees are planted so close together to maximize and expedite growth. All of the trees themselves are in these regimented lines, and they are racing skyward so that they can get that light. This means that they're just going to be producing as much wood as possible. It also means, due to their spacing, that it's very unlikely that many other pioneer plants are going to be able to get in and then therefore battle and create competition for these pine trees to grow. Macclesfield Forest was originally designed as a royal forest by the Normans after the conquest of 1066. It was designed for hunting deer, wild boar and wolves. It was part of the larger Macclesfield Forest that was owned by the Earls of Chester. There's also evidence of Bronze Age occupation with standing stone waymarkers, barrows, and also built reservoirs for water supply. Nowadays, it's owned by United Utilities for timber production, and you can see just behind me here this entire region, which is one of the sections that's been managed and felled recently and then replanted. It's also used for recreation on bridle paths such as this, for horse riding, cycling and walking, and of course, some wildlife watching. The great benefit of sharing this knowledge and these skills with our learners about woodland management is that they take an ownership over the space that they've got, especially in a school like ours where we're very lucky that I can run these outdoor sessions from preschool all the way up. It means that the children, when they start the school, will then know that they have to look after it so that they can utilize it in further years. On the other hand, those that are older children that potentially have younger siblings know that they need to care for it so that their younger brothers and sisters can also enjoy it as they did. And hopefully in years to come, when they have kids of their own that may well enroll in our school or our space, will then be using it themselves. So we need to look after it and make sure that it is here for years to come. Another great positive to take from that is hopefully that learners that gain all this knowledge about our woodland management in this space will then take that sort of insight into perhaps other places where they might go or visit or travel, and share it with others, and also just have a general more of a respect for the natural world around them.